Hi lovely, you're welcome back to this channel. This is Dotmax Stitches. If you are watching me for the first time, you are welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. In today's video, we are going to learn how to cut this gathered bubu gown with stoning. So it's what you are going to like. So if you are interested in this tutorial, please keep on watching to the end. Thank you so much. For this tutorial, I'm going to use this lace fabric. So this is the 4 yards of lace fabrics. And we also need to use this velvet material. So this half yard of this velvet material. And we also need this paper stain and also this stone to embellish it. And I also need this pattern board, or we call it stone board. So these are the material we are going to use. Now the first thing to do, we have to consider the length of the measurements. So measure the length. The length of this measurement I'm working with is 58. So I'm going to measure 58 in 2 places. So this one 58, then I added 1 inch for the seam allowance. And I'm going to measure another 58 plus 1 inch allowance. So altogether now, so 59 into 2 places. While measure this, we are going to fold the fabric into 2, the way I'm doing it here, before we now cut it out. So this is the 59 and another 59 in 2 places. So guys, I went ahead to cut it out now. So after cutting out, so this is the fabric, so in 2 places. So for the front and the back, I folded it into 2 like this, then I folded it again. So guys, this is it. After folding it, it's going to be in form of 4 pieces. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. So the joining part is facing my side. Then from here, I'm going to measure from the shoulder to the hip line. So this is 24.5. Then from the shoulder to the knee length, which is 40 inches. So I mark out the 40 inches, and the full gown is 58 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. So now I'm going to use this ruler to connect the line from the hip line here and also from the knee length. So after connecting it, now I'm going to be taking the measurement from the shoulder here. So I measured the shoulder. So the shoulder is 18 divided by 2. So that's 9. And I mark out the neck width, which is 4 inches, and this shoulder, which is 9 inches. And I'm going to use the whole length of this fabric because I'm cutting it together with the sleeve. But firstly, I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope, which I now connected the line with the shoulder here. So that's the 1 inch of shoulder slope. Now I'm done with this. The next thing I went ahead to measure the neck depth, which is 8 inches. It's going to be in form of V-neck. So I connected it with neck width, which is 4 inches. So this is the V-neck shape. I cut out the front and back together. Now I move back to the hip measurement. So the hip measurement I'm working with is, the hip is 44 divided by 4. I'm going to have 11 here. Then I added 3 inches for the 2 inches for the ease and 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So I have 14 inches there. So I place that 14 inches from that hip, I place it to the knee length. Now I'm going to connect the hip measurement with the knee length together. So whatever we have here, I'm going to place it for the down side. Now for the sleeve side, I mark out 12 inches. From here I connected it with the hip line and to the knee length. So I'm going to shape it to the down side. So I place the tape again and I mark out that 14 inches for the down side where I now connected it together. From here I'm going to cut it out now. Don't forget we are cutting both front and back together. So now I'm going to cut out the neck, which is V-neck. Then I cut out the shoulder to the sleeve, which I've already slanted, and now cut out the sleeve now together with the shoulder. So guys, this is it. So these are our V-neck. So now I'm going to use half inch to join this shoulder to shoulder, that is the front shoulder and the back shoulder. So after joining it, I'm going to open it like this. So these are V-neck. Then this velvet material, I folded it into two and I folded it again to be 4 parts like this, because we are cutting both front and back together. So I knot this side to give me a guideline. Now I open it back again. So after opening it, now I try to arrange it very well. So I place the lace fabric directly to this velvet material and I make sure this notching part just lay on the velvet material. So after this now, I'm going to cut it out in form of that V-neck also. So I shape it exactly the way the fabric is. So guys, now I remove the velvet from this place because I said it earlier that it's V-neck. Now I'm going to cut it. I will shape it in form of V-neck all around. Now I place my tape, so I mark out 5 inches all through, another 5 inches here. So I'm going to curve it to form V-neck like this, or to form V shape. So I mark out 5 inches to the other side. So I connected it together. So this is going to give me V-neck. Now I have to cut it out here. So I pin it down so that this thing will not shift while cutting it. So I folded it again. Then I now cut it like this. So guys, after cutting it like this, the next thing to do, I will cut out my paper stay. Then I will use the iron to press it together. So this will help this fabric to stay. So this is it. It's going to be in form like this. So now I will open this fabric after placing the paper stay, so I will just open it like this to the wrong side. I will place it, then I will now use it to turn it to the right side. So after turning to the right side, it's going to be something like this. So the next thing to do, I can pin it down so that this thing will not shift. So after turning it from the wrong side to the left side, it's going to form like this. Then I'll pin it down before I will now be stitching it for the side. So I will just fold it like this. I fold it like this, then I will stitch it all through. Just stitch like that to form the v-neck. So after stitching it, guys, so it's going to look like this. Then I will open it again. So after opening it, so I went ahead to measure from the shoulder here. So I make sure the front side face my side because I'm working with the front piece now. So I make sure the front side facing my side. From that front side, I mark out the shoulder, which is shoulder to the waist, which is 16 inches. So I mark out that 16 inches. Then this is my, from the center here, I mark out 8 inches here. So this is my elastic, half inches, which is 8 inches. Now I'm going to place it, I'm going to tack it from this side, then I will stitch it to the other side here. So 8 inches plus 8 inches, I'm going to have 16 inches there. So while drawing it, it's going to be giving me something like this. Now from here, I will just fold it into 2 back like this. Then I will stitch from there. I will just use half and inch to hold the side, both sides, both left and right side. I will use half an inch to hold it. I will do the same thing to the other side. So guys, after holding it, so this is what we are going to have. You can see it now. So our gown is almost ready. Now for the down side, I just use one inch to hold that down side.